Hello, everyone. This is Pharmacist Michael, and I have Amy here with me today. And she's actually going to discuss a medical mystery. So, what can you tell us about this mystery, Amy?
Well, I fell in January. I fell. I was in the store and I fell hard in January, which is January 4th. I was shopping and I just walking normal and I tripped over my own feet. Well, I landed hard as I could on my shoulder, my chest, my stomach, my knees. So I fell. I was okay. But my knees were a little sore, and bruised. But after a couple of days, they were fine. Well, 2 weeks later, I noticed that I was having like stomach issues, like gas pains that I never had before, heartburn that I never had before. It was really bad, and especially constipation. Like it was bad. So I go to the emergency room. The one time they said, "Oh, just do Miralax. You're fine." I had CAT scans done, X-rays done of my stomach. They all keep saying, "Oh, you're constipated. Take Miralax and Dugalax and drink more water and drink more fiber." So I did all that. Nothing. So then I was supposed to go for colonoscopy, and I did the prep correctly. I did the 4 Dugalax, and then an hour later I took the Miralax, and nothing happened. Like I had no cramping. I had nothing. So
Wow.
I couldn't go. So I had to cancel that appointment. But then I started getting back pain, like lower back pain, and this weird burning sensation in my collarbone. Burning. It felt like I was in the sun, like in an oven. And then my neck would burn, my collarbone would burn, and my left knee would burn. It just felt like it was the worst pain. So then I went to a new doctor, and he gave me gabapentin. So I've been taking 300 milligrams 2 times a day. Oh, and the panic attacks. I've never had one before like that. They were awful. Like the panicking, the crying. Like that was not me. I'm not that way. Like I'm not emotional. Like I'm not. It was bad. I had to call an ambulance 4 times because of my panic. Because the burning, I would assume that my burning that my throat was closing up. It was really bad. So now I'm gonna give a Penton and Buspar. I'm taking um, one in the morning, one in the evening. And then I was doing physical therapy. I went to an eval for physical therapy for my back issue and my neck issue. And I was having trouble. So apparently, I'm sorry. Apparently, I have very weak core muscles and very weak back muscles, upper and lower back, and no core muscle at all. So they're saying when I fell, especially on my stomach, that everything got pushed up or moved. That's why. Then, then I kind of lost the feeling to the bathroom. It's not very pronounced anymore the way it used to be. Like I still feel it, but not as strong as it used to be. So now I have to get an MRI of my lower back because they think I might have Claudia equina syndrome. They think they're not sure, but the only time I can go to the bathroom normally is get my back adjusted. Then what?
Really?
Yes, as soon as I go to the chiropractor and my back gets adjusted, then I can go to the bathroom. Other than that, no. So yeah, so it's not my diet because I'm at the doctor today. He says it's not your diet. It must be coming from your spine. So they're not sure yet why I can't why I can't go to the bathroom. And now I'm taking as of today I would take 3 15 milligrams of steroids starting tomorrow, only for 3 days. So we're gonna see if that helps.
So, did they do any scans on you at all? How do they know you don't have some sort of blockage?
Just CAT scan on my stomach and X-rays, and they keep saying there's no blockage. You're just constipated, but something's not right. So something is not connecting either through my brain to my bowel or my spine to my bowel. Something, because I mean, there's days that the pain is unbearable. because I can't go to the bathroom until I get adjusted.
If you took a bowel prep and nothing happened,
Mm-hmm.
there's something going on that's not normal.
Correct.
That's
Yeah. I mean, I went 4 days later, so I did everything on Tuesday night. I did everything right. I didn't eat all day. I did the prep right. Nothing happened overnight, and then finally on Saturday, I finally went a lot.
okay. So it took that long to get, was that after you had your back adjusted?
No, that was before any of that. That was before any chiropractor, before any physical therapy. That was all before that.
So how long does the back adjustment work for you? Is it just once?
Yeah, as long as when he fixes my lower back, and then as soon as he's done, I have to go to the bathroom every time. It's just so weird. It's just so weird. Nobody can figure out. So I do have an MRI coming up to see on my lower back, to see if it is this, to see if it's a nerve in my back, or I mean, I notice stomach pain only, like normally I do it only when I'm constipated. And I just go, I go a little bit here, a little bit there. I don't go much, but I mean, I do go a little bit here and a little bit there. But yeah, it's very.
What did they say this burning sensation was from?
They think it's nerves, some kind of nerve pain, because the competence worked. It doesn't burn anymore. So that's gone.
Okay, that's
So,
good.
yeah. Yeah, so they don't know why I'm having all this trouble going to the bathroom. Like he says, it's not my diet, because I've been eating really healthy lately, like fruit, vegetables, nuts, seeds, meats. I'm not like eating a lot of junk food.
Have you tried stretching?
Yes.
That didn't work?
No. Nope. So I don't know if I have a nerve somewhere in my lower back that's out of whack, because they're saying it could be this called, I think it's called Claudia Equina syndrome. It's when a nerve in your lower back is compressed, and it's not it's having troubles with your bowel and your bladder. But I mean, I don't have the other signs. Like, I don't have the pain in the upper thighs. I don't have that. I don't have any numbness in my my crotch area. I don't have any of that. It's just that, I just can't go to the bathroom no matter what I do.
And this all started after you fell.
Correct. Yep. But I feel hard. Like, like I was walking in the store, I was holding a basket on my wrist, and then my wallet was on my arm, and I'm on my phone, which I shouldn't have been on my phone, and I just tripped over my own feet, and I was tripping and tripping and tripping, and then finally I landed hard as I could on my shoulder, my chest, but not my head, because I landed with my head up, and I was like stretched out, like, like, what the heck happened? How did I get here? So I laid down. I just sat there for a minute. I got my bearings. Um, the only thing that would hurt that day was my knees. My knees really hurt that day because it was tile, and I was like, other than that, I was fine for 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks later, I was at the ER 13 times for constipation. And if they don't do anything, they just say, "Oh, do Miralax," or do take Dicolax, or it's just frustrating when you're in so much pain, and there's nothing that anybody helps me. I mean, I even tried an Emina, and that didn't go very well. So so yeah, I did go a little bit, but not enough. It's just frustrating.
It sounds to me like it's a structural thing. I mean, if the chiropractor moving your back around causes bowel movements,
Mm-hmm.
that tells me something's not lined up right, or there's something
Right.
out of what. Is there any pain?
Um, I I do get lower back pain. Man, I work in retail, so I'm always on my feet. So I can work half my shift and I'm okay. But like by the end of the day, my upper back is like on fire. My lower back isn't as bad as it was, but I get a lot of back pain. My upper back gets really tired, and then then I gotta sit down. Oh, and then I got dizzy. If I look to my left, then I get dizzy. Not long, like a quick twinge of dizziness.
Just if you look left.
Yeah.
Is that still happening?
Um. Not sometimes. I was dizzy today because I looked to my left, and then because someone called my name, and I looked to my left, and then I had to grab him, like my coworker. I had to grab him because I felt like I was gonna fall. But it just doesn't last long. Maybe 30 seconds, maybe at the most, and then it goes away. So I
Have you
don't.
seen any other doctors besides emergency room doctors?
Yeah, I have a new primary doctor, a new primary. I saw him today.
What did
So
he say?
he said he thinks it could be an inflammation of somewhere, or like a compressed nerve. So that's why he wants me to get an MRI of my back, and then X-ray of my knee, because my knee does bother me at times. So an X-ray of my knee, an MRI of my back, and then keep taking the gabapentin, because June 1st I see a neurologist on June 1st. It took me 3 months to get an appointment for a neurologist, so I see him on June 1st to see, if it's a brain thing or a nerve thing, or what, something's not working right. Like something is,
Well, I don't think it's a brain thing, because if it was a brain thing, the chiropractor would do nothing. Hi,
oh
Janet.
yeah. So I think I think it has something in my spine. It has to be, because I tried low fiber diet, I tried a high fiber diet, I've tried everything, and nothing is working.
Okay, Janet. So Amy's problem is she had a hard fall in January, and now the doctors say she's constipated, but she's able to go when she goes to the chiropractor, which to me means something else is going on. She's also had some nerve pain, panic attacks. None of these things have ever happened to her before. My guess is, and this is just a guess, I'm not a psychiatrist, but my guess is the panic attacks are coming from the fact that you don't know what's wrong with you, and it's probably causing a lot more distress than you think.
Yeah. Yeah. I think once I know what it is, that I'll probably feel 100% better, because then I'll know, okay, this is what it is, and we're going to fix it, or we're going to get rid of the pain, but, I was like, it was just weird, because it's just not me. Like, I'm not that way normally. Like, I'm always happy and bubbly, and now I'm like,
Bubbly girl.
I know. And then I was worried about, like, am I going to get a pain today? Am I going to have a stomach ache today? And then trying to work through it is hard,
Hi, Doodle.
but it is frustrating, because I want to go out for dinner, and I'm worried, about going out, or, or, but then I get worried going to work, because like if I'm there, it's what thing happens, or what if I get this awful pain again, because that pain I had Friday afternoon. I was at work, and I felt good. I bent down to pick up a receipt, and I came back up, and I had the worst pain in my middle of my stomach, on my left side. It felt like I was being stabbed in my stomach. It was like it was a good 5 minutes of nothing but straight severe pain, and then it went away. And then I was walking back to the break room, and then the pain started all again, and I grabbed my side, and I was crying. So I called, I got a ride home, because I'm not driving right now, because I'm being dizzy. So I got home, I called my doctor. He said, "Don't try an Emina." I tried the Emina, it didn't go very well. And then he said, "If it doesn't work, then you're gonna have to go back to the ER," which I did. So I went to the emergency room Friday night. I waited 2 hours in the waiting room. I go back, and they did a quick exam, and they listened to my stomach, and they said, "Oh, your stomach is awake. I hear noises. You're there's." And then I had an X-ray, and they said, "Oh, you're fine. You're full of stool." And they told me to do more Miralax and try to do it and try and do more Miralax. Do it twice a day instead of once a day, and try the Dulcolax. So do the Miralax in the morning, and then take the Dulcolax at night. So I did that, and I did go a little bit on Saturday, but not enough. Cause I still feel bloated, and I still feel. I'm eating well. I'm sleeping well. So I'm eating a lot, but it's just sitting in there. I just can't get it out.
So Doodle, she took a hard fall in January, and she hasn't been able to have bowel movement since then without having a chiropractor adjust her back. That's just the beginning problem. And then she's had panic attacks. You know, that the actual really bad pain from standing up does sound like it might be a nerve pain. That's probably what the doctor's thinking.
And I have very weak back muscles because when I went to the physical therapy eval, he wanted me to lay on the table on my stomach and then raise my legs up off the table, and I couldn't. Like I tried. Then he wanted me to. Then I rolled over my stomach, and I lifted my legs up in the air, and he held my legs up, and then when he let go, my legs just fell. So I have very weak core muscles, and very weak back muscles.
Have you tried massaging your abdomen?
I try that. Yeah, it doesn't really work. I try they said make a fist and put it like by your hip bone, and then do circles. They said, and trying to get
Have
it working.
have you tried putting a small step stool down when you try to go to the bathroom and put your legs up?
No, not gonna try that. No, I haven't tried that.
I would try that. That might work.
And
Um,
yeah, but it seems like every 2 weeks I get that severe stomach pain because I just can't go to the bathroom. Like, I mean, not enough.
right.
I just go.
Well, yeah, I mean, anybody that's constipated, that happens with dementia patients a lot, you know, and it will constipation will make anybody
Mm-hmm.
grouchy.
Yep. So I drink tons of water now. I cut down on my coffee because I was drinking 12 cups of coffee a day, but now I'm down to cups of coffee a day.
That's a lot
Well, I'm
still.
cutting down. I'm getting there. So I'm drinking more water.
How about nerve testing? Doodle wants to know if you have had any nerve testing.
No.
It sounds like so, guys. This is the typical emergency room deal. You know, you go to the emergency room, they say you're constipated, they send you home. But there's more to it than that with her because we know that she was fine and then she fell and now she's not fine anymore. So the two are most likely related.
Yeah.
But I wonder if seeing a GI specialist would make sense, you know, a
Yeah.
gastroenterologist or
Well,
somebody.
one, and they told me that they want to do the colonoscopy, and I told her after when I had to cancel. I told her, I said it's not. I tried. I said I did everything right. I 4 Dulcolax, then I drank the 4 8-ounce glasses of Miralax, and then at 1 a.m. I had drank 4 more glasses of Miralax, and nothing happened. Like I didn't have any cramping. I didn't have any urge to go to the bathroom. I mean, I peed a lot because of all the Miralax.
Right. Yeah.
I wasn't. And then she said, "Okay, well, next time let's try a 2-day prep." So I did that. I did a 2-day prep. Still nothing. So I can't even go for a colonoscopy until I get this figured out because it's just a waste of their time of making an appointment if I can't if I can't if I can't go. So I
Okay.
so
So,
okay.
so Daphne said that her husband had diverticulitis, had to go on a clear liquid diet for 3 days, antibiotics to heal the inflammation. And he was originally told it was only constipation.
That's really weird. Like nothing is working. Like I don't know if it's a nerve problem. So at least I'm getting an MRI. So that might probably so that will give us tell me something. If it isn't,
Maybe. Maybe.
but I mean, I can eat. I eat well. Like I eat salads and steaks, and
So how often do you have to go to this chiropractor? Every 3 days or something?
I go twice a week.
What do they say about it?
Well, he said that my spine is it's supposed to be straight like this. Mine's like this. So it's a little curved, my spine.
Was it always like that? Or
Um,
was that caused
well,
by the fall?
back pain before. I mean, I never went to, I always had back pain, but I always assumed it was being on my feet all day, and not working like 10 hours a day and not sitting down at all. So I just assumed it was my shoes. I assumed it was the way I was standing, and I do walk hunched over. So now I'm trying to learn to walk straight, because I always want to, like, walk with my head looking down. So I'm learning to work straight, and have a better posture, and that's helping because I'm learning to be more straight than being hunched over. But yeah, I mean, before the fall, I was regular. I had no stomach issues. I had no panic attacks. I had no anxiety. I had no pain anywhere. So I mean, my back here and there, but I just assumed it was my shoes, or because I sell appliances, so I have to help load appliances. So I figured my back
Oh.
lifting stuff. That's what I assumed it was. I'm not. But then when I fell, I mean, that was a rough day when I fell.
So Daphne says that the fall could cause nerve damage, and I agree with that. The nerves play a big role in bowel movements. I agree with that too. But why would the chiropractor be able? Why would getting your back adjusted make you
Well,
go every
yeah,
time?
my lower back. When he pushes on my lower back somewhere, like I don't know if he's how he's doing it, but every
Can he teach you how to do it so you
no,
could do it yourself?
no, I'm gonna ask him when I see him on Monday. Yeah, as soon as he pushes on my back and does something to my lower back, then as soon as he's done, I have to go to the bathroom like within 2 minutes. So I go every Monday and Tuesday. I go,
She has an MRI scheduled, Janet. That's the next step here.
which I'm scared to death of MRIs.
Well, don't
So
be scared.
I know. So I can't do the one that's closed. I can't. So I found one that's open.
Yeah.
And my doctor said he's gonna give me like something for the anxiety, so I can relax, and then I need a pillow because I cannot lay flat on my back long. If I lay on my back more than 5 minutes, I'm in a lot of pain. So I found a place that I can do a stand up one, but I got instead of or a sit down, a stand up or a sit down one. So I'm calling them tomorrow to see if they can take my insurance, because I don't think I can lay down for more than a half hour. I don't think I can do it.
Yeah, Doodle, this is what I think. I'm pretty sure that's correct. I think the panic is coming from not knowing what's wrong with her. And I think it's just one of those things that manifests itself without you even knowing it. I'm wondering if there's something you can push your back against to simulate what that guy's doing.
Okay, yeah. Like a wall bit.
Like maybe the edge of a couch or something. I think I would try to mimic what he does. I mean,
Okay,
nothing really hard
right.
but that because I think whatever it is, it needs to be fixed, but at least you would be able to go to the bathroom that way, which would, solve one of your
Oh
problems.
yeah. I think once I go, then I'll probably feel at least 100% better. Because I'm always bloated, but I'm hungry and I eat well. And I don't, and then I'm trying to eat better, thinking, well, maybe it's my diet. But he says it's not my diet, because if I was eating really healthy, then I should be able to go like on a regular basis.
Yeah.
I'm trying a probiotic, and that's not doing anything for me.
No, this is probiotics not going to fix this.
Well, it said that it'll help with constipation.
Yeah,
So
but this is this isn't just normal constipation. I mean, this
Right.
is, you tried to do a bowel prep and nothing happened. That's not just constipation. That's,
Yeah.
and it's not an obstruction, because if it was an obstruction, then nothing would work.
Right.
So we know it's not that. So
Or I'll be in pain.
it's,
I'll be in pain every day. Right.
it probably does have something to do with your nerves, or maybe like Janet said, maybe your spine's pushing against your colon or something,
Mm-hmm.
could be, but you would think they'd be able to see that in
Well,
an x-ray.
I did have an X-ray only at the chiropractor, but he won't give them up to anybody else. Like, because when you go in there for a special, like an $89 special for X-rays and a free consult. Well, I had X-rays done of my neck and my back. I had the flash drive, but he won't. So I have that. That way people can see them. I mean, my doctor can see them. But I think the MRI was probably a good choice, because I can't go back to physical therapy until I have my MRI, because my physical therapist said, when I said that I can't really feel to go to the bathroom. Like, I don't have that. I had the urge, but it's very, very, it's not
That's really weird
very
too.
diminished. Like, I kind of feel it, kind of, but it's not as strong as it used to be. Like, like if you're drinking a lot of water, you have to go. You feel it. I don't really
Right.
feel it as strong as I used to be.
It
So
sounds,
I go to bed like
that
every.
makes me think it has something to do with your nerves.
So every so often I'll just go to the bathroom, and I'll go, and then I'll poop a little bit, and I don't know them that I don't feel it.
I mean, the fact that you had pain that went away with gabapentin, we know that has something to do with the nerves.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when the guy adjusts your back, he's pushing somehow on whichever nerve is pinched and pinching it just long enough to where it gives
Like,
you the urge to go.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I would try to simulate that, but I think the MRI is a good idea, because they'll be able to see, hopefully.
Yeah, because
And if that doesn't work, I'd go to a gastroenterologist. I mean,
yeah.
maybe a neurologist will help you, but
Yeah, I'm seeing him June 1st, which is, yeah. So yeah, it took me 4 months to get an appointment. That's crazy for a specialist.
this is a good idea too. So Janet says you can get those small rolling balls that you can lay on a yoga mat and put under your lower back. I think that's
Oh,
an awesome idea.
okay, I'll try that. I will. I'll get one of those. But it's just frustrating, 'cause I just want to go back to myself,
And
I,
I want you
I
to read
will.
this. I want you to read this message from Doodle. And I totally agree with her. This is the problem. You're going to have to push. You're going to have to push them. And I would, if you can, I'd stay out of the ER, because you're
I
you're going to run into the same problem over and
know.
over again.
I mean, 13 times, and like since January, and they
And
keep.
they've done nothing.
Oh, it's anxiety. I'm like, no, it's not. Like, I said, I know I have to go to the bathroom. Like, oh, the Miralax, the Ducalax, eat more water. I mean, drink more water, eat more fiber, go for a walk, do X-Lax, all this stuff, and they say, oh, and then do walk. So, here it is. It's cold, so I'm walking around my dining room table at least 100 times every night, and still nothing. And I did milk and magnesia. That didn't do anything. But the one night I did overboard. I did the first and magnesia when nothing happened. Then I drank 2 glasses of prune juice. Nothing happened. And then I I did then I did then I ate some prunes, and then I had a bowl of peaches, and then I had some yogurt, all in an hour. Well, I guess around 2 a.m. I had such pain in my gas pains. It was awful. Like, I had pains in my ribs. I had pain in my shoulder. I had pain everywhere. So I go back to the emergency room, and they said, "Oh, you overdid it. Like, you can't do all that stuff at once." I said, but I was like, I just wanted to go to the bathroom. That was in January, and I might go once every couple of days, but only a little bit. that little, like little pieces.
So is that still happening like that?
Yeah,
So where's all that stool going?
I don't know. I have no idea where it is.
So that yeah, there's clearly something wrong here.
I mean, I don't know if I don't know if it's still like, because I mean, as of last Friday, I had X-ray done in my stomach, and they said, "Oh, your colon is full of stool.
Right.
Go home and do an emina."
Yeah, but that didn't work.
No, I mean, I did it. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure if I did it the right way, because I was trying to do it by myself, and I was trying to figure out how to do it, But I mean, so maybe I didn't do it right. So I might try again. I might do another one to see and do it try to do it the right way and see, try to
So
figure out.
when you go to the chiropractor, does a lot come out?
Um, Pretty more than normal, more than a little bit here and there. I mean, it's more than normal. I mean, it's more than I have been since January. But I mean, my stomach doesn't hurt as much as it does. My stomach, it does hurt. Not
Hi, Kat.
My stomach pain was a lot worse before. It's not as bad, but I'm so bloated. Like I eat, but I don't eat much because I get full really fast. Like I get full, like after like maybe 6 bites, I'm done because I don't want to overeat.
Have you lost weight?
Yes, like 10 pounds maybe, like about 10. But so yeah, so
When's the MRI scheduled for?
sometime next week, either I think Tuesday or Thursday
Okay.
of next week. So yeah, so I said I said I need a pillow because I can't lay flat for long, and I need like either like I don't know, like Valium or Xanax, because I cannot go in that machine. I mean, it's open at least,
Yeah, that's good.
but if it's closed, there's no way that I could do that. I said, you gotta put me out for put me under. But or I can try to find the one that's or I can find one that's a stand up one or a sit down one. Let's see. I did find one today that's a stand up one, but they don't do contrast. So I have to
Oh,
find a place that does the contrast.
do you ladies have any questions for Amy? There's a lot of people in here to see
Oh,
you.
good. Hi, everyone.
I think you know all of them.
Yes.
Janet's here, Kat's here, Doodle's here.
So tomorrow morning I gotta start the steroids. So it's 15 milligrams.
Why did they put you on steroids?
He wanted to see if that will, if he my doctor wanted to see if that will help me, if it's inflamed so I can't get a bathroom, or is it, what do you say, a topically, I don't know. I forgot what he said. So yeah, so it's
Okay, okay, Daphne. Remember, she went to the ER 13 times and they just keep telling her she has constipation and to
and
take
anxiety.
Miralax. Well, I don't think they're going to do a CT scan.
They did.
Oh, they did?
I had 4.
4 CT scans?
Yeah,
And they didn't see anything.
just constipation. Just severe constipation. Like my gallbladder is fine. There's no nothing. Just yeah, I had 4. I had 2 without contrast, and I had 2 without contrast, and then 2 with contrast. I had X-rays done, blood work done. Everything came back normal on my blood work. Um, they thought I had a UTI because I said I really can't feel.
Oh, read that.
Was it? I can't read this.
It says, you don't know this about me, but I'm also a licensed chiropractic assistant. If Amy would like to call me, I can tell her how to self-adjust her lower back.
Oh, I will.
There you go. So
Let me see.
I think you should call Janet for sure.
Okay.
And no, I did not know that about you, but I learn new things about Janet every day.
Yeah, it's just so frustrating, I just want to get back to myself. Like I want to go out for dinner and I want to go for walks and not like
Right.
am I gonna eat and then not be able to make it to the bathroom, or am I not gonna
Right.
go, or am I not, and working a 10-hour day. I'm okay that the first half of my shift, but by 4 o'clock, my back is like on fire, like hurts. So I gotta sit down. So yeah, I'm gonna try the steroids. It's one only for 3 days. So it's 50 milligram for 6 days, for 3 days. We're gonna try that and see if that works. We'll see. What's the word he said? Atomically.
Anatomically?
Yes, that's what he said. So he said, then if the steroids don't work, then we know that it's atomically. How do you say it
We
again?
know it's anatomically.
Yes, if the steroids don't work.
So he must be using the steroids to decrease inflammation just because he thinks that there's some sort of inflammation that's pushing maybe on your nerves to cause you not to be able to go. I bet that's what this is all
Yeah,
about.
and then he said, and that does that, and then if that works, then we know that's an inflammation. If it doesn't
Right.
work, then we know that it's
That makes sense.
so.
That
Yeah,
does make
but is
sense.
that a lot for one? Is that one? Is that a lot? 50 milligrams? Is that a lot?
Well, when we do steroids, we either do it depends on how long you're doing it. It's not a lot if you're only doing it for 3 days.
Okay, so let me make sure. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have walked around my kitchen table like 100 times a day, drinking tons of water, like a gallon of water, and nothing. It's just very frustrating. I just want to get back to myself.
Yeah.
But so yeah, so at least I have at least an MRI scheduled. I've got an extra tomorrow. I'm going for an X-ray of my knee tomorrow, my left knee, because it's been hurting and burning. But see, but the burning is different. So that burning in my knee, I thought it would go away with a gabapentin, but it's not going away in my knee. So he thinks that I might have like a torn meniscus in my knee when I fell, and it just or something. But so tomorrow morning I'm going for an X-ray. Then I have to call a GI doctor, and then I have to get my MRI done, and then I have to see the neurosurgeon, and then I have to see no I see a neurologist, and then now I got to see a neurosurgeon to see
So
if it's
Doodle has another tactic here that might work. She said if you do have to visit the ER again, tell them before they discharge you that you want them to put in your medical file that they refuse to do any further testing.
okay.
That's important
Yeah,
because if you've already been there this many times and all they're telling you is to take Miralax and you need to go there,
yeah,
obviously you don't just go there for the fun of it because you like ERs. You're going there because
right,
you're in pain or you need something done and they
yeah,
won't do it. Then I think that's a great idea.
yeah. Because they all says, and it's always the same doctor, but my pain always happens after midnight every time. It can't happen during the day. It has to happen after midnight, and then I have to go, and then I sit there for 2 hours in the waiting room, and then I go back, and they they touch my stomach while I listen with a stethoscope, and they do an X-ray, and like, okay, let's do Miralax, let's do it morning, lunch, and dinner.
It's not the Miralax isn't working. The
No,
You took a whole bunch of bisacodyl with it, didn't even work.
yeah,
It's not going to miraculously start working.
exactly.
I know they call it Miralax, but it's not a miracle drug. If it either
That
works or it doesn't work.
yeah. So yeah. It's yeah. So I said I'm done. I'm done taking laxatives. I'm done taking probiotics, until we figure this out. Like until because I take it every day. This probiotic, and it's not really helping.
Well,
Neither
it's not going to help you because
no.
it's your problem is all cooped up inside of your body.
Yeah. Yeah, because because I assume like last night I had a big salad, a big salad. I had some kiwi, I had cucumbers, I had, and I always assume the next morning when I get up, I'm going to the bathroom, and nothing.
So I'm surprised. This is a good question too that Kat's got here. Did they do the enema with the soapy water? So they didn't even try to do an enema in the ER, even though you went there 13 times.
No,
What?
nope, nope.
They just told you to take another dose of Miralax a day.
Yeah, or and then do another emina because it says
Why can't they do it
yeah,
if you're in the ER?
because they said I'll be there for hours and hours and hours.
Well, so what?
I
It's
know.
been months since you've been able to go to the bathroom
Yeah,
regularly.
they said I'll be there for hours, and I'll be if I
So
do it.
what?
I'll be
You know
instead of
what? If
oh,
that happens again, you tell them, I've got plenty of time.
yeah,
I'll stay here for hours. I've got to go to the bathroom.
yeah, yeah, because even my doctor sent me there. He said tell them that I sent you, and to tell them that you need help. So I go there Friday night. I said my doctors. I gave them the name of my doctor. I said he sent me here for help because I'm constipated. And and I told him his name. I gave him his phone number in case I needed it. I gave him all that. I told him what he said, and I was in the I was seen in the room 3 minutes, 3 minutes, and then she left. Have
So
a
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I would tell them that I need them to do an enema. And there's two reasons for this. One, if it doesn't work, maybe they'll realize that there's more to this.
yeah,
That's number one. And number two, they've already shooed you out the door 13 times.
yeah. And then Friday night, I was only in the room. I waited for 2 hours in the waiting room, and I was in the room about 5 minutes. All she did was she listened to my stomach with a stethoscope. She pushed on my stomach, and then she said, "Oh, yep, there's no impaction. You're just full of stool. Go home and do another emina." As I did one like 2 hours ago, and nothing really happened. And she said, "Well, just try again. Wait." It says in the box they can't do it within 24 hours. I said, so then she said, well, let's why don't you try
Do
some.
you have another emergency room? Do you have another hospital in your town?
Yeah, it's about a half hour away, but
Drive
yeah.
to the other hospital.
Okay.
This isn't my idea. This is Kat's idea, and I think this is a reasonable idea because apparently these people do
Yeah,
not want
and
to take your problem seriously.
yeah, and I feel I'm being dismissed. Because they'll go, it's anxiety. I'm like, no, because I said, no, I know what the problem is. I'm not anxious right now. I'm in pain. Like, I'm not anxious. Like, I'm in pain. And then she said, oh, she looks so much better than from the last time I saw you. Because because I saw her and
No,
I was panicking.
no,
And
we can talk about colon hydrotherapy. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. That's not inappropriate.
yeah, but yeah, I just want to be able to be normal again and go to the bathroom and just be normal without having to worry
Doodle
about.
thinks you should go right back to that same hospital and tell them you're not leaving until they do something else for you, which, might, that is probably,
Or go during the day, maybe with different doctors. It's the same old doctor every time. It's the same woman every time I go. She goes, "Oh, you're back." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still constipated. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm
I
back."
just, I've worked in hospitals for years and years and years and years and years, and we have actually made enemas for them before, and I know they do them themselves. So I know ERs do it. I don't know why they wouldn't do it for you.
Yeah, yeah,
That just doesn't make it, especially, I can understand if you went there once or twice, but 13 times?
yeah. And they keep saying, "Oh, you're anxious." I'm like, "No."
Oh, Jesus. Here we go again with the anxious stuff.
And then
Yeah, you're anxious because you can't go to the
right,
bathroom.
and they give me Ativan. So they gave me two Ativan, and then the one time I had a lot of gas pain, and they gave me Malox last time, like the one time.
That's not going to work. In fact, that might make it worse.
Yeah, and then, and then I had all this blood work done, and I had x-rays done. I had x-rays, CAT scans, all this stuff is the exact same thing. Oh, you're constipated.
Okay, what do you ladies think she should do? Doodle, we already know you think she should go right back to that emergency room and make them do further testing. I don't think it's a bad idea to talk to Janet and see if she can at
Yeah,
least give you some sort of a procedure to help with your back.
yeah.
Um,
Like I tried like stretching. I tried, like different exercises that I saw on, like I googled exercises when you're constipated. There's some yoga yoga moves I can try. But yeah, it's just I mean, I did go today a little bit today, not much. So my stomach ache is gone because I was in a lot of pain last night. I had a lot of stomach ache last night, a lot of gas pains, and the indigestion, and then so that went away. But I did go this morning a little bit, not much, but then my stomach pain went away. So thank God, because I think stomach pain is the worst pain. Having a stomach ache is the worst.
so are you two friends on Facebook or Facebook? Are you two friends on TikTok? Are you and Janet friends?
I think so. I'm not. I think I'm following her.
Okay. So I would send her a message
Okay.
and talk to her because she probably knows a lot more about this than I do.
And then
Um,
and
because
then
you've already tried all the I
yeah,
mean, the thing is, I was done when you said you tried to do the bowel prep and it didn't work. Because
yeah,
that basically takes all of besides an enema, that takes everything else off the table because
yeah.
that's what we use when we want everything completely clean. And if nothing
It works.
happens,
It worked Saturday, but it was like a 3-day period.
yeah, but that's not real. I mean, that's something still not right.
Yeah, and just I don't know if my if if my stomach, if my body's off, like off something somewhere, or the
Well,
time.
yeah, that's clear. Something's wrong,
Yeah,
Amy. We know that. We just don't know
yeah,
what it is.
right. So hopefully the MRI will give us a better picture of what it is.
I know they think they're always right. I know, but you know what, Mary? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You might think you're right the first time and the second time, but after 12 times, you'd think you'd try something different,
Yeah,
not just send somebody home. They probably think you're a hypochondriac or
I'm
something.
sure. I'm sure they do.
Oh, okay. I'll give her your number, Janet. So I will. So here's what we're going to do. When I get off here, I am going to send you Janet's number. I'll just send it to you in a TikTok
Okay, that's fine.
message, and then you can call her.
Okay.
Um, and then let us know in the morning what you guys come up with. Cause I think I'm going to be I do put a lot of trust in Janet for sure. So I think she might be able to
Yeah,
help with this problem. But it's going to be amazing if she can do it by phone and 13 ER visits couldn't do it.
yeah, yeah. But yeah,
It's not going to surprise me,
yeah.
but it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, because the first time that I went to the chiropractor, I was a little nervous, with especially with not knowing what to expect. But yeah, my back was like uh, cracking and making all this noise, and then when he then when he put his two thumbs somewhere on my back, and both my legs went totally numb. It was the weirdest feeling, and then when he let go, then my legs came back to normal. So
Yeah, there's something going on with your nerves, I think.
yeah, because when and then he said, "Oh," and then he said, you're I don't know what's going on with you. Like I can't figure you out. Like and that's the third doctor that said that. I can't figure you out. Like someone has to figure it out. Like I can't do this forever. Like I can't not poop forever. I
Right.
can't. So so someone's got to figure it out.
So
Some
anybody's that's watching this interview out there, either right now or in the future, the big lesson to be learned from this is You have to advocate for yourself if you want anything done, and it's not happening. If you go to the emergency room and they keep sending you home and they don't fix your problem, you either need to go to a different doctor or do what Doodle said and tell them to put something in your chart saying, I want you to tell, or I want you to put something in my chart saying you refuse to do any more treatment,
Yeah.
or find a specialist or do something, because sometimes if they don't know what to do, they just send you away.
Yeah.
And this is not, it's probably not a lethal thing, but it's definitely something that's going to ruin your life short term.
Yeah. I mean, it's been since January because I fell January 4th, and then my first bout with the hospital was I have all my dates that I was that I was there. I have all my records of of what they said. Miralax, and then but I'd be crying because the pain is so unbearable, and they give me Ativan. I said,
Yeah, that's not going to help you.
yeah. I said I'm crying because I'm in pain. I'm not crying because I'm anxious because I mean I'm crying in pain. It hurts. Like
And you ask for an enema and they say it's going to take too long.
yeah,
How long did it take them to treat you 13 times?
I know. Yeah, and it's always the same woman doctor.
Yeah, I would probably file a complaint with the hospital too,
Yeah,
because those complaints go to their committee, because that's what happens at my hospital and every other hospital, and somebody has to respond to those. And if you're having these kind of problems, somebody else, other people are probably also having them.
yeah, yeah. So
That's true. I agree with you, Janet. It can make you. Yeah. Where do you live? You're on the East Coast, right? Pennsylvania? Is that right?
yep, yep.
She's in Pennsylvania.
Mhm.
Okay. Before it gets too late, I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to send you Janet's number,
Okay.
and I want you two to connect.
Can I call her tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because remember, we're on the West Coast.
Oh, that's right.
So
Okay.
it's early, but I will send you her number right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. And thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. We will be back.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.